What's going on, YouTube? Yeah. Well, I know it's been a while. Spring is finally just about here. Right now we're actually getting ready for a storm. And, yeah, I've been busy on PlayStation a lot lately. Oh, I got an egg hatching. I've been playing 2 different games, preferably on PlayStation. Well, that's an interesting thing to hatch from an egg. But, anyway, besides the point. Yeah, well, let's see. There was, of course, Anthem came out, which came out the day after my birthday this year, which was January 25th, so it came out on January 26th. Of course, I got it because new game looked amazing. So I definitely got that the day it came out. And, yeah, well, it met a lot of criticism. A lot of people ranting, raving, the typical. Then all of a sudden, everybody was about the Division 2. Again, a lot of ranting, raving here and there, this and that, gripes, the typical for any online game, in my opinion. Now, that being said, prepare for cringe, because this is where my rants get annoying. Yeah, I'm just tired of people looking up to a game. I'm not gonna mention any kind of content creator's name, but they'll look up to a game, rant and rave about it till it comes out, and bugs or what have you happen. It's an online game, people. Online games have bugs. Period. Any game out there. World of Warcraft had bugs when it came out. Now it's striving 10,000 strong. Or obviously more than that. But, because they come out with new expansions almost every year, if not more. Diablo 3 had its problems. It had its expansion come out. It became better. Everybody loves it now. Now, granted, it does still have its quirks. Yeah, just things like that. These games come out, and within a month, not even a month, these people turn around and they find these bugs, they find these problems, and instantly it's an issue. And the game is bad because it's an issue, at least according to these content creators out there, that because it doesn't meet their certain criteria, it's a problem. And to me, speaking as a content creator, even though my content is very minute, you buy these games or you look for these games, you should buy it and play it for what the content is, not to gripe about what it should be. Yes, now, that being said, don't get me wrong, point out the flaws. Every game has a flaw. That's just the way it is. I mean, heck, even Pokemon Go, which we're playing right now, had its problems. It's just the nature of the beast. And these people, for whatever reason, it's like they can't... It's almost like they're just kind of unhappy with everything. Unless the game is 100% perfect, it's a problem for them. And that is just irritating to me. These people come out, and yes, I'm going to use the term these people a lot, because I'm not going to mention names. I'm not going to point out certain people because that's just not me. And whatever the problem may be, it's going to be there regardless. It doesn't matter what I say, honestly. But anyway, besides the point. Like, okay, we'll take Anthem for instance. These people are these games came out, or this game came out, and it was great. There was some bugs, yes, don't get me wrong. The flying was awesome, the loot was awesome, at least in my opinion. But then they turned around, and because people weren't getting these legendary drops every time they ran a dungeon, or in that case, Stronghold, it was an issue. And to me, that becomes an issue because I've played many different MMO online games or online RPGs in general, where you run a dungeon, you're not always going to get that legendary drop or that great rare drop. RuneScape, for instance. I've been playing a lot of RuneScape lately, doing what they call God Wars dungeons, which is a high tier, I don't want to say endgame content, but it's a higher tier boss fights, basically. And the one in particular that I've been doing, I've ran it, oh gosh, 25 times or so. And out of those times, I've only gotten one really rare drop. To me, that's how it should be. You shouldn't get a rare drop or an exotic drop or what have you every time you do something. Then all of a sudden that so-called exotic drop or rare drop loses its notoriety. Then you might as well say it's common. Because, oh, okay, well, for my level, all of a sudden I'm getting nothing but these exotic drops. Well, how can you say it's exotic then? You can't. You can't call something exotic if you're going to get it literally every time you do something. To me, that's not exotic. Sorry. I mean, call it what you will, but it's just not. Set items in Division 2. These people were complaining because they don't work exactly how they want them to. Which, now, granted, I kind of agree with that to a degree. They should work how they should work. Why they're not is beyond me. But, hey, it is what it is. That I can't really say much about. The only thing I can really say about that is that they are currently working on that and adjusting the set items for what they are or what they should be. Sorry, I'm kind of losing my voice today. But I mean, these people complain about not getting these loot drops and whatnot, like in Anthem, where they're not getting these masterwork weapons, which is the ultimate rarity, every time they run a stronghold. And then they fix that. They were getting, at least one masterwork every time they killed a boss, and then all of a sudden, that wasn't enough. They should get more than one masterwork. Again, it's a masterwork rarity. They're already giving you one per dungeon run to begin with, or stronghold run. Why should you be getting more than that? You're already getting guaranteed one, ultra rare weapon. I mean, to me, I don't know. Maybe it's just me ranting. Obviously, with the title or in the description, but I don't know. It's agitating to me. As a creator and as a player, I genuinely enjoy playing these games. But what turns me away is when people start griping over the littlest of things. And, these people are like, oh, well, the loot drops in the Anthem are bad, and da-da-da-da-da. But the loot drops in Division are good. Okay, well, they all switched over to Division. Great. That's fine, Well, I never seen myself actually playing the Division before, and then I did pick up the Division 2, which I absolutely love the game, to be honest with you. It's an amazing game. I have no real big complaints about the game itself. But here again, I've seen a couple videos of different content creators out there back at it again. Doing their thing, complaining about everything. This loot drops are not that good, or we're getting all these rares but no exotics, or so on and so forth. Well, I shouldn't even say that. They're getting exotics, but they're not getting they're getting epics, which is the purple rarity, but they're not getting the exotics, which are the big rarity, and da-da-da-da-da. It's the same old song and dance. People, like, seriously, this game, Division 2 has only been out a month less, maybe a little bit more than a month less than Anthem. And these people are complaining about the same goddamn thing. Literally the same thing. It's the same song and dance, people. Why complain? I don't know. Am I wrong for thinking this way? Seriously. I mean, anybody who watches my video, I want your opinion. I really do. I wish this Combi would stop swarming around. But I want your opinion. I want you to leave a comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. I mean, do you really honestly believe that people should receive these ultra rare drops every time they do something? Or every enemy that they kill? I don't know. I'm losing my mind thinking about this, because I see it over and over and over again. And, in all honesty, these people, these content creators, back in the day, when we did Ultima Online and Diablo 1 and Diablo 2, they would have lost their minds. Seriously, they would not know what to do with themselves. Because we didn't always get those ultra rare drops. Or, the rarest drops. It just did not work that way. We didn't get rare drops every time we killed a named enemy. Or anything like that. I mean, I remember in Diablo 2 chasing runes down to get certain rune combinations. Oh my god. Trying to chase down the Zod rune was like, you just wanted to rip your hair out of your head half the time. I don't know. I'm ranting now. And it's just, it weighs on me to the point that I'm not going to quit playing Anthem. I'm not going to quit playing the Division 2. I'm not. The people can think whatever they want, in my opinion. I mean, that's just me. But the people out there, the content creators that are playing the games Not so much for what they should play them for, I guess you could say. Okay, Anthem, for instance. We're back to that again. Yeah, sorry. Anthem has its different javelins. Yeah, I understand. Once you hit level 30, that's it. You're level 30 with everything. But here's the thing, people. You have to, what they call min-max, for those that don't know, is maximize your gear. And what these people are doing, what certain people are doing, is maximizing their gear for one style. One particular style. So they'll take their ranger class, for instance, max it out for whatever build, and say, oh, I'm out of content to create, so I'm going to move on to something else. This game sucks. You can't do that, man. Not everybody is going to go, oh my gosh, I'm going to run a ranger now. Other people are going to want to run the Interceptor or the Colossus or whatever the case may be. You can't just automatically go, oh, I'm running this, so everybody's going to run this. It doesn't work that way, man. And in all honesty, if you're going to call yourself a content creator and you're going to create content for building classes, you're going to have to step out of your comfort zone. Step out of your comfort zone, people. Create content for that Interceptor that you may not like, Yeah, I understand that, it's not your favorite class. Okay, great. But just because it's not your favorite class doesn't mean it ain't somebody else's. So, yeah, that's my rant. I'm gonna just kind of stop there because I'm gonna work myself up and it's just gonna make me not want to play games for a while, and then I'm gonna be very upset. So, with that being said, for content creators out there, if anybody does watch this, please, dear God, step out of your comfort zones. If you're doing content to make class content for different classes, step out of your comfort zone. Play those classes that you don't normally play. If you're going to stick to one class, play that class for what it is. Not just for building a certain build. Play it to show, oh, this is what I can and cannot do. This is what I like, this is what I don't like. Play it to find those bugs for the developers. For the people watching this that are just watching it for whatever reason, if you watched it this far, I appreciate you guys listening to my rant. I really do. It's something that's been weighing on me for a while now. And yeah, I just don't like griping it a lot. I try to stay away from this kind of content because not everybody wants to hear it. Everybody wants to hear whether the game is good or not. I'm not going to tell you whether to like a game or whether not to like a game. I'll tell you my thoughts. I'll tell you what I like about the game, what I dislike about the game. But I will not tell you if the game is good or not. Bottom line is, people need to get their own judgments. Do not follow content creators' judgments. Just because they dislike a game, for whatever the case may be, does not mean you will dislike the game. Do yourself a favor. If you really want to try the game, pick the game up. If you want to wait till it's cheaper to pick it up when it's cheaper. Fine, whatever. But do not listen to critics. Do not listen to critiques. It will put you in a bad space. It really will. With that being said, I think we're going to stop there, people. Yeah, we're definitely just going to call it quits there. So, I hope everybody has a good day, or night, or whatever the case may be. Tomorrow's Community Day for Pokemon Go. Hope everybody's prepared. I know I didn't talk about it much. I apologize. Get out there, catch those Bagons, enjoy that triple XP. It's going to be a good day, I hope. So, with that being said, with spring here, hoping to make more content. So, I will catch everybody on the flip side.